being able to personalize your message better requires that you have the context of that account. And from a sales perspective, being able to effectively sell to your audience requires that you are where they are, and a lot of times that is social media. So even though one is a sales strategy and one is a marketing strategy, they definitely have alignment with each other because both are about personalizing your message to the prospect.
The question, one of the things I have though with regard to this, how much more complex can it get?
How much more complex can selling and marketing get?
Selling and marketing, I mean, it has changed so much. I mean, before you send out catalogs, or you wait for the magazine to come, people to fill out the bingo cards and they send those in. It was pretty simple. Now it is there are so many touch points, so many ways of reaching customers.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely incredible. You have to be a genius, a rocket scientist now to have any overall grasp of what's going on. And for anyone to be an overall expert in all of this, it's very, very difficult.
It's definitely gotten more complex. Just the sheer number of channels that marketers have to be aware of. All the social channels, there are more than one, and each requires a different type of approach. Plus, content and email and webinars and events, it's insane. But I wouldn't say a rocket scientist. I think the cool thing about this rise in technology is that everything you need to know is online. So if you're willing to put in the time, the energy, and the effort, you can learn what you need to know. There are lots of blogs and content out there, especially from companies like SalesLoft and HubSpot and Pardot that explain how to take these strategies and be successful with it. So if you're willing to put in the time to learn how to do it, you can be impactful. But you also have to know, especially if you're a smaller company like we are, which ones to focus on, because you can't focus on every channel.
No,
so
you're absolutely right.
Pick the right ones and focus on those. And if you don't know which ones the right ones are, test it out with trial and error. Figure out where your buyer is and focus
No,
on
I
that channel.
totally agree with you. As a matter of fact, there was one social media pundit out there, and this person is advocating all these social selling touch points. Pinterest and Instagram and this and that. And, the problem is that there's no time. I mean, you have, and also some of these are not applicable. It depends upon the industry, it depends upon the customer, who you try to reach, the buyer persona. There's so many factors in. One size does not fit all in this.
That's
situation.
exactly right. Because if you're in a more B2C model, you would do more on Pinterest and other sites like that. For B2B marketers, you have to figure out again what the right channels are for you. So since we sell to marketers, social is great for us. If you sell to manufacturing companies, it may be more into calling and emailing and live in-person events.
Although if I'm meeting with someone, I might go, I try to look at their Instagram, the Pinterest pages, the Facebook, whatever I can find as far as information, because of the fact that I want to know, what are their interests of those individuals, and I don't want to say something that might be negative or whatever with regards to meeting with them. So I will try to get as much information prior to a sales meeting or a call before that.
Exactly.
However, I will not give away the store. I'll try to see that the creep factor that I know as much as I know about the individuals. But I think it's incumbent upon any good salesperson in this day and age to do that. And using these tools for that, but not from a standpoint of on a day-to-day basis with regard to the channel that they select to try to reach those respective personalities.
That's right. When it comes to creep factor, if I was reaching out to marketers on their Pinterest page, they might be freaked out. So you have to figure out the appropriate channels. But there are tools like something called Charlie app as a salesperson that helps you to gather a bunch of social information about your prospect before your call. So every morning I get an email from Charlie on all the meetings that I have for the day, and it tells me for each person I'm meeting with, it gives me quick links to their LinkedIn, their Facebook, to other social profiles, so I can quickly peek at them all before I meet with them and gather some basic info on them. So to your point, I know how to respond.
Charlie, how long has that been around?
It's pretty new.
Oh, really?
I met with a co-founder about 6 months ago. I think it's been out for 6 to 8 months.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, I'll have to check that out. But it's very, very helpful.
Great tool for salespeople before going into meetings.
Okay, so it's available on both the iPhone and Android, or?
Yeah, I believe it's on any type of digital device. Definitely something that you can subscribe to online.
So basically, you'll go in there.